Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. I'm Tommy, joined by Murphy.
Hello.
We're back with another top five comics for the week of April 5th, 2023. Murphy, how was your week?
It was good, man. It was good. Had my bachelor party. Getting closer to the wedding,
Big
so
day coming up. I'm
yeah,
very excited.
it's
Be
gonna be a
fun.
nice chill month for me. So lots of time to read comics and do
Mhm.
nothing else. So yeah, played some D&D for the first time in a long time though.
Nice.
That
Always
was it was
fun.
a lot of fun.
Always fun.
Fit like a glove. It went right back into it. Like I was worried at first. Uh my rolling hand is a little weak. My die
It
haven't come out of
happens.
the
It does.
yeah,
Yeah.
my die haven't come out in a while, so like they were a little rusty, but we got some 20s towards the end. It was
Nice.
okay.
Always feels good. I got some organizing done. I have all my
No, I saw
comics
that.
into the in between purgatory phase where they are bagged and boarded and in order, but not merged with
With the
the
collection.
collection. The collection is becoming a
Unbearable.
hurdle and more of a job than fun. So
Yeah.
it's kind of getting to the point where, and you will see later in the week, where we have a uh, culling of my pull list, just
Hopefully more
because.
successful than mine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Does not mean I'll be reading less comics, and just picking up less physical and reading more digital. Um, which is what I've been
Dude, that was
really
a
doing
crazy
anyways.
picture you sent me.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't even. That's not all of it. I couldn't fit it all in the picture.
Dude, you just gotta get COVID. You just gotta get
That-
COVID real bad.
that's how I got That's how I got that organized, was when I had COVID,
Yeah.
because I was like not feeling well, but I couldn't think straight, but I could organize comics. That was about the
Yeah.
only thing I could do. So that's what I did.
It's almost
So I had two
mindless. You just
weeks.
look up, stack,
Yep.
stack, stack. Yeah.
One, two, three, four. But we have one, two, three, four, five comics to talk about this week, starting with our number five, Spider-Man number
Number
7.
Spider-Man number 7. So End of the Spider-Verse, Part 7, Spider Genesis. I don't know, Spider Genesis doesn't sound like an end. So the end of the Spider-Verse is here. Friends became enemies, enemies became friends, and now all of the Spider-Verse ends. Jessica Drew, gone. Peter Parker, gone. And they aren't the only ones erased by the sacred sting knife. How can Silk and the rest of the spiders win this spider war?
What's
Dude,
going on, Murphy?
this one's gone on a lot longer than I expected. I thought it was gonna be like 5 issues. Um, but no, I mean it's cool. I mean, I'm enjoying having Dan Slott and Mark Bagley back on Spider-Man. That's always a good time.
Yeah.
It's a pretty crazy series, like as far as the Spider-Verses go too. Um, so I mean it's filled with all sorts of new characters. Obviously, the Edge of Spider-Verse series are always, introducing 10 new spiders or something like
Right,
that. But
right. Yeah. There's
I
always
think
more
this one's
spiders.
got another first appearance. So it's fun. I mean, if you like Spider-Man like I do, you gotta read it. Plus, look at that cover. The Mark Bagley art is so good.
Seems a good but confusing time to be a Spider-Man fan.
Oh, it's super confusing. Oh, it's super confusing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I keep chugging along, hoping one day somebody will just put out a straightforward timeline for me, but I don't know. I don't think they will.
One day.
Um,
One day
yeah,
it'll
but
exist.
no,
You'll be making it.
right. That should be my next project. Make a timeline.
Make a Spider-Man
But no,
timeline.
this one obviously is it's gonna end up being all fine in the end. Um, but no, I did just see solicitation for more Edge of Spider Verse, even though this is the end of the Spider
Like
Verse.
new solicitations? So like we
Yeah,
have at
so like
least 3 more months of this? Because isn't it solicitations is like 3 months out, right?
yeah. So it was like I don't know if it was new solicitations or just order cutoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's another Edge of Spider Verse coming out. So I don't know if they're just going to use that as a way to introduce, new characters however they
The next
decide
Spider
to,
Verse story.
or yeah, I mean, maybe. But hey, I'll keep reading them.
That's true. That's true. I mean, if you
I'll
like
keep
them,
reading
why? Yeah, more's good.
'em,
But
right?
we'll move on to our number 4. We got Star Wars Hidden Empire, number 5. Part 5, a Maxine. Chaos reigns, the epic conclusion to the trilogy begun with the War of the Bounty Hunters and Crimson Reign. At last, Kara will reveal herself to the Sith. At last, she will have her revenge.
Dude, this has been going on for you talk about going on a long time.
It's a 5-month
They
event. I
they
think, weren't
I
these
mean, they
monthly?
really did. Yeah. I mean,
April.
but just all these events they did, they really dude, they took
Well, they've
Star Wars
been,
to a
yeah.
whole new level over the last couple of years at
Oh,
this point.
absolutely. Like, I know there was a big feels bad when they kind of wrote off the previous comics as no longer being canon, but they
Yeah.
are in not slowing down and filling it with new content, which is super cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've done so much, and it's cool. I like that they've, uh, done the Crimson Dawn stuff, just because I mean, they set it up in that Han Solo movie, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that movie, say what you will, it was still Star Wars, but, like, left some holes that, I was interested in, like, what they could do with it, and, I mean,
sure.
Kira is, the one who takes over after, Maul,
Yeah,
so it's been cool. It's just I mean, they have definitely filled it with so much canon.
yeah, yeah. You definitely can't complain as a Star Wars fan right now. It's
Did this
going on all
the
cylinders,
Emperor
and you will, when we do my pull list there, I will be keeping, even though I'm getting it, trying to get it pretty small, there will be some Star Wars books on there for sure.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you went too hard. You can't back up yet.
No,
You
no,
you did your
no.
whole deep dive.
Yeah. I may
Um,
switch some of those to just digital though.
is
Just
it just me, or does this cover look very John Romita Jr., like
the Darth Vader does.
and so, I mean, look at the Emperor's hit like, face. Like, it looks to me very Romita-ish, but
Maybe a little bit, but not.
dreams. I don't know. I'm down. We've talked
Yeah.
about it so much on these
It's
videos. I
it
just
it's
love
not.
Star Wars. No, it's definitely not him,
Yeah.
but Stephen Cummings.
Cover artist
I don't know.
is
Oh,
Paulo Siqueira.
and Rochelle Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean it seems like two people on the cover art.
Mhm.
But no, I like we've talked about. I'm so happy that Star Wars is getting you know,
Oh, it's getting the
getting
respect it
more
deserves.
getting
Yeah.
more getting more content.
And it gets another spot in our top 5. And number 3, Star Wars, number 33.
So, escape from no space. Untethered, Luke Skywalker's connection to the Force has been disrupted. One of his most powerful tools in his journey to become a Jedi is gone. He must undertake an epic quest to find what he has lost, or he and the galaxy will fall to darkness. So, it's a saber destroyed. They say right there on the cover. You think we're getting his green lightsaber soon?
Could be cool.
I mean,
Could be cool.
they gave us that yellow saber in between, because the whole thing picks up with him
Uh-huh.
losing his lightsaber in Cloud City.
Yeah, right.
I Luke Skywalker's got to have a. He only went like 3 issues without a lightsaber.
It's true.
They
It
got to get him.
can't stay long. It can't stay
Yeah,
long.
I mean, he
Yeah.
can't. It's Luke Skywalker. Like
Right.
he's got to have a lightsaber.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
how it
this one
works.
looks like it's going to be a Darth Vader showdown too. You can
Yeah,
tell
which
that
is
hilt
always.
anywhere.
Oh, well,
Ignore the
sure.
gloves even,
Yeah.
but, which is interesting because I mean, it seems like where they're at, so they're in, like, this portion of space that's, like, super hard to get to and super hard to get out of. Like, leave it to Darth Vader to just, like, pop up. He's like,
Oh, of
"Ah,
course.
sure."
Yeah.
no big. He's like,
Yeah,
whatever, I can
I'm
get
here now.
there. And he's just not gonna care. He's gonna get back, no problem. Like his tie's gonna like spin out of control and just like go where it needs to go.
So no spoilers, but if you're looking on the website, click over to issue 35. And 34 actually tells you to. I will
Oh, it
spare
shows
the
me.
listeners
It
the
shows me.
spoilers. What?
Uh, uh, ooh, that 35 cover's sick.
Right? Right?
That's a that's a super cool cover.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
But until we figure
I
out what happens, moving on to number 2, Avengers of Superman John Kent, number 2. So, Countdown to Injustice Chapter 2, Kal-El's across the multiverse are being murdered. Kal-El's across the multiverse are being murdered, and the culprit is the man who stole John Kent's childhood. John is joined by Earth 2 Superman Val-Zod and a surprise third hero to try to stop Ultraman's killing spree. But when John comes face to face with the man who tortured him and kept him imprisoned, he discovers an even greater threat.
dude, I'm just so pumped about this series. Issue 3 is when they get to the Injustice universe seemingly,
Mhm.
but I've always liked, we talked about it last one. I've always liked Ultraman. The Crime Syndicate were a real cool off like spin-off in my eyes.
Yeah,
And
I mean, that
Ultraman
was
is
like
always,
when you and I were like really first getting into it.
yeah,
And like that was our like fear state. No, fear state. What was that? The event?
Future State.
Futures. No,
Fear State was
not the Batman
Tiny
event.
In's
Fear state.
Batman
No.
event.
What
Future
is? It's not future state.
No, because that
It was when we
sucked.
were getting in.
I don't know.
Oh, this is gonna kill me. I need to
I
do
mean, I
it.
will know. But no, I mean, I've spoken a lot about how much I like what's happening with Superman, and I mean, Ultraman's a good way to give John Kent a real, you know, run for his money.
Man,
And then, oh man, he's gonna be in the Injustice universe.
what was the event that sprung Grayson out of? This is gonna make me look bad.
Oh, Future's End.
Futures, and that's it. I knew it was future something.
Yeah, it's always Future something.
They all sound the same. They're just different combinations of the same like 3 words. Dark
And
Crisis, Future.
we'll just keep on reading them. We'll just keep on
Never
doing it.
learn.
I don't want to learn. That's okay.
I don't know. It's fun and they do make it entertaining and with the switching of writers and creative teams like Tom Taylor, perfect example right here. Like he's just firing on all cylinders.
Oh yeah.
Um so and it's cool seeing how different people interpret and play with the toys that are the characters, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But moving on to our number 1 for the week, we have our image number 1.
Image number one.
Junkrabbit number 1.
So a new hero rises from mountains of consumer waste, mass homelessness, and devastating climate change. Some call the hero a myth, an urban legend, but others know that it's the junk rabbit come to life. Jimmy Robinson brings a new take to the dystopian tale of how climate disaster alters not only our world, but also the heroes that literally rise from it. Swamp Thing meets RoboCop. That's weird. I mean, is he rocking a scythe?
Yeah.
He's got like a scythe made from
He's got a junk suit.
trash.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's a person for sure.
Yeah. But he can like communicate with the junk like Swamp Thing.
Oh, that would be ew.
Like how Swamp Thing like
Yeah,
communicates with the
communicates
dirt.
with the green. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I
A
mean that's cool.
dystopian future. Yeah.
So you know more about Jimmy Robinson than so he
No,
had
I
done
don't.
a lot,
I know of books he's
just some
done.
of what he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I mean, it looks cool, and also Image number ones always get at least get a number one pulled, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So that's where I'm at with this. Um, I definitely want to
Okay.
try it. It's an image number one. I'll pick it up. It seems interesting enough. But
And
yeah,
Jimmy Robinson is both the writer and the artist,
yes, and cover. Yep.
and cover and variant cover. I mean, it's
Yeah.
busy on this book.
I don't know. There's always I always appreciate that because it's one of those things where it's like there's nothing lost to interpretation. It's just
Yeah,
the artist,
it is clearly what they wanted it to be.
hmm and how they envisioned it. So
Did like a trash rabbit, man. That's a robotic trash rabbit,
with a
man,
scythe.
with a scythe.
But yeah, like
Dude,
look at his
scythe
fingers, how he's like his hands are like in the
all right, yeah, like
communicating with the junk.
yeah, they're covered in some sort of like bile too that's
hmm
coming out of that toxic waste. Is
hmm
he huge?
I don't think so because if you look at issue,
I mean, look at that tire.
yeah, but if you look at issue 2, he looks almost like an ant, but he's also
I don't know. That's his shadow. No,
no,
I
not the
can't do
variant.
that.
Issue 2. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
that
looking
yeah,
at it too. I
maybe
don't know.
could be.
No, I mean his shadow wouldn't have a red eye, I guess, but
No,
it is also fantasy.
yeah,
So
we'll have to
I don't know.
read issue 1 and find out. But
That one it does look cool.
yeah, yeah, I like the
I also
aesthetic.
think that scythes are like underrated weapons.
Absolutely.
You
Oh,
don't
they are
you don't
super
see
cool.
many scythe anymore.
No,
Scythes?
Psy.
Scythe? No, sigh is something different, right?
Could it
Yeah.
also be the plural of it? Let us know
Scythe.
down in the comments. How do you
Yeah, in
say
the
plural
comments, what is the
psi
plural
scythe?
for scythe?
And until next week, we will catch you guys later.
See ya.